What's good? Commenter, Universe, Commenter Nation, stand up. It's your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved, rocking with you another day. Coming to you with more heat. Let's get into it. Yes, I've seen the pictures of her. I've seen her pictures. Here's the thing. I never seen the female that spoke about it. Yes, Pitchfork, I'm talking about your situation. So yes, you're going to be mentioned. Regardless of you doing something around sides because I mentioned it. See, ain't it funny when I mention stuff, then they're like, oh, well, we got it from here. Oh, well, this is where it came. No. Let me fill you in. Let me educate you guys since you made such an uneducated move. You were the name being utilized not only on the net, but news stations in Florida dropped the information with your name. Now that is critical. That's like a low blow. Because now you can't backtrack nothing. And even if this girl's pointed out as having released the information and done this, you still released it like your intellectual property. Now, what gets scary here is if you paid her for this. Now she could say, yeah, they paid me and I gave it to them. Because I don't see how she would have gave this to you and said she had this without any type of reimbursement. Say she did it for free. Well, now you both get it anyway. Because here's my thing. Girl, and I don't now, Pitchfork, you did what you did. We discussed it. That's that. But that's the ultimate piece. It doesn't matter who did it. You released it. Do you get that? Don't you understand? That's what I'm saying. I can't believe you released it. Didn't you get the key wording? You don't get it. Please, Mr. Nasa, please take another look at these guys. Now, the girl that did it, I'm not even going to say your name because it's irrelevant. You know who you are, snake in the grass, that stood beside him when he got out of jail, that tried to be right there. Oh, I'm by your side. Took a picture right there. Yeah, I'm with him. Yeah, but then you're going to secretly record something and give it to them. So why after he's gone did you wait to do this? Why after he's gone? And they related it directly to a situation where the same girl came out and said it wasn't true. So what are you saying? What, you're mad because he didn't give you the attention? I'm going to keep this 100 all the way. This is 100. No, I'm keeping it 1,050 with you. You're not the type of girl I would have chose over her. I know she was making those things. I know she was doing all that stuff. I still wouldn't have chose you over her. Let's be real. When I seen your picture, I was like, I could see her doing something like that. Because he looked at you. He looked at her. He was like, nah. Any of us would have. Any guy who has common sense would have still said, nah, I'll step over here. Especially with what you just did. I can't trust you. How can I be beside a girl? It's one thing that when I can't trust your actions and trust you to not go do what you're doing. Yeah, X might have been a player allegedly. He could have went and did his thing. It's another thing when you're releasing things on me to make me look bad. That's a totally different thing. I really can't trust you. There is no trust between us. Matter of fact, you're one of my number one enemies. Maybe X had you right there in the picture saying, keep my enemies closer. Maybe he was smart like that. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I think that would be the most sensible, feasible reason for him to have had you around. That is, if you are the one that allegedly has done it. That's why I'm not releasing your name. Everybody's pointing at you saying you did it, but you haven't got up saying, yeah, I did it. So I can't tell if you're serious or not. But let's be real. You were in your head like, yeah, he's over there with her. He did that to her. Watch what I release. Watch what I do. And you did it for clout. Don't say you didn't. Don't say you did. Because you would have released it right after he said it. You wouldn't have released it when he's gone and everybody's like looking at his legacy like, oh, look at this man. You're like, why are they saying that about him? He dissed me. And you threw it out on the net. Take that. That's how petty you are. That's how out of your mind you are. That is why he probably, you want to know what's funny? He probably, future-wise, seen the implications of these things, looked at the situation, said to you, look, this person's fake. I don't want to be around him. I can't trust him. And he left being around you that much because he saw those type of qualities in you. Wolf, snake. And you want to know what's funny? A lot of people out here talk about, oh, yeah, we wolves. If you're a wolf, I ain't hanging around you. Real dogs don't need to hang around wolves because we going to have our day anyway. You get what I'm saying? Yo, that's crazy to me. Commenter Universe, stand up. Hit that like button. Stop playing with me. Hit that like button and stop playing with me. We got apparel coming soon. You guys are going to be shocked. I got a logo being processed right now. It's going to be on point. Guys, we're turned up. We're turned all the way up. And it don't matter who thinks what. It is what it is. Numbers don't lie. You know what they say. Numbers don't lie. You can lie all day. You can lie all day. Numbers don't lie. So Pitchfork and this girl, the tag team, created this situation. How's it going to go down? Because Cleo has yet to speak. Again, Cleo, you're lacking. Cleo, you're lacking. You're not doing what you need to do. Stop playing around. Stop playing with us. We want to see action. This is the one time that I've seen my commenters mention positive things about Go Cleo. Are you kidding me? I said Go Cleo and I gave you that cheer. Are you kidding me? Pitchfork's probably sitting back sending you stuff like, don't do it, don't do it. Everything's cool. And I hope it came with a payday. You ain't got to tell us. You ain't got to answer. But I hope it came with some type of payday like, oh, she did it. We're sorry. Our fault. They should apologize to you. Are you really going to let that slide? You know what? Let it slide. Because that just shows me the character you got. You're going to let him do that all over his legacy, trying to say things when he's gone. Got these magazines in Florida releasing things, the news talking sideways. You should have been coming at everybody. And all them news stations, did they have the credible evidence to even do that? Did they know what they released? Probably not. But couldn't you have stepped up and did that? You did nothing. From what I see, you did absolutely nothing. And that's the problem. You're going to let them do that to your son and then just ride off. I never heard of it. I've never seen it before. Let's be real. And Cleo, be respectful. Have I not rode for your son harder than you did? Real talk. We're just being honest right now. And it's my thing is, yeah, it was an investigative point at one thing and objective. I'm still objective. But the point is, sometimes you got to stand up and make a move when people are preying on you. You can't always lay down and get walked on. You see, that's the thing. You are supposed to turn the other cheek. I agree. But there comes to a certain level where God has given you knowledge to act. Don't you understand that? And it's not like you're acting in a malicious way. You're acting in defense of yourself, his legacy, what he stood for, what you created, what you birthed, the talent he brought to people's lives, how he changed people's lives. Don't you care? That's all I'm asking. Don't you care? Am I the only one that cares? Am I the only one that's not just saying, oh, let's go with the media. Oh, Lil Tay spoke, let me speak about it. Oh, this guy spoke, let me speak about it. And that's my thing. Everybody waits till someone else downs them. Then they're like, media. Oh, Pitchfork said this. No, I've been addressing it consistently, waiting for these entities to act. Because I know how it goes. And there's still more to come as far as entities speaking and acting, because there's so many parts of this situation that have not been addressed. Yes, I have sources telling me real pertinent information on the backside, but that's why I'm speaking about it how I am. Don't you get this? Don't you understand it? When I showed you my sources were more powerful than Dom is Live, wouldn't that make you say, well, Dom is Live, you called him, let me link up and speak with him? Wouldn't you say something that competent? Or what is it you fear about speaking to TheCzarr? What is it you fear? What is it that's an issue with you connecting with TheCzarr to speak? Huh? Have I not been very objective and fair this entire time? Have I not given you the credibility you desire? Have I not been appealing to you? Commenter Universe has been appealing and supportive of everything the birth you gave has stood for. Does that not mean anything to you? And it's okay if you say no. And you're like, no. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't mean nothing to me. Because ultimately, let me tell you something. Justice is not when people care or when people feel like bringing it. Justice should be all the time. That's why I've addressed authority. That's why I've addressed the many people objectively. That's why I address the so-called witnesses who have now retracted their statements. Why? Why does TheCzarr make these people act a certain way? Let me tell you why. It's because I learned from great mentors. I learned the objective method. And I know how to bring people out to the forefront in ways that you never would. Even these companies. Now, news coming out. Oh, this girl released it. Oh, release the girl's name. Release her. Like they're rushing to do that. It's too late, though. And here's my thing. Here's where it gets a little tricky, okay? Here's where the variability comes in. You guys did all this. You guys said all this. You made all these actions. He was not around to defend himself. You have now given us the true nature of your character. There is now no objective way that your character can unveil itself, because we now all see who you all truly are. You never really cared. You guys were just looking for another story, someone that's dragged through the dirt. And that's why I made this series continue longer than the other ones I do will. Because I knew these type of characteristics would arise. How did I know that? You're like, oh, how do you know from... Understand, when you see with the mind's eye, you can see how it's going to develop. What don't you get? I saw these people were going to happen. I knew someone was going to get up and give a deception by slandering him on stage when he was pending an award. I knew that a socialite, a social media entity, was going to step up and do it. I knew a company was going to step up and do it. I knew this. I was waiting for you guys to hop up. I was sitting there waiting. I was, you know how the Oklahoma drills, to players, how you hitting with people, you waiting on it. I was down waiting. I was like, come on. You don't understand. I was waiting on it. Don't you get that? What don't you get about the Czar? What don't you understand about the magnificence of perfecting your craft that I've learned from greats, living legends, honestly? That probably, you want to know what the greatest thing about a genius is? A lot of them don't get their credit until their time's passed. But if you work hard enough at it, the people that do get it are the ones that are going to see the worth of your legacy. And it's not that we even need someone to get it. Greatness is going to be greatness regardless of who gets it. Remember the Wright brothers. They were in their backyard creating planes. People were laughing like, what are they doing? Now everybody's in airplanes. Think of Einstein, Thomas Edison. These guys tinkering in their labs, going out. All the girls were like, look at him. Now you're using lights everywhere. George Washington Carver, he was there working with peanuts. They were like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Look at this black guy there playing with putty. Now everybody loves peanut butter. Well, most people love peanut butter. Some have allergies, but that's besides the point. Don't you get what I'm saying? I'm saying you ain't got to get greatness till it's gone, but if you don't get it, don't worry about trying to praise it later. Be the one to stand up and say, I didn't get it, but it was. Be that one. Then you're real. Then you're a real one, right? Do you know how many people said, oh, you doing YouTube? YouTube ain't this. YouTube ain't that. You can't do YouTube. Now I'm doing it. And I come this far with it. So what don't y'all get about greatness? What don't you get about genius? What don't you get about approach, objectivity, learning, listening, taking action? What don't you get? Now, I'm saying this now. You're going to let Pitchfork slide. You're going to let the news in Florida slide. You're going to let this little hateful snake of a wolf of a girl slide. And then snake of a wolf of a girl. That's what, snake of a wolf of a girl. That's what I'm going to say. That's your name. Because that's all your actions were. A privately, secretly recorded conversation you sent, and I don't believe it was for clout because they didn't give you credit. I believe you got something on the backside, allegedly. And if TheCzarr finds that out, that is somewhere else, okay? Let me find out you got a pretty penny for that. Let me find out. Let me find that out. Go ahead. Let me see you got paid off of that. Do you know how real it's going to be? Do you know the media I'm going to take it? And if you didn't notice, these other larger YouTubers started retracting and doing things a certain way that literally co-sign things I talked about. I don't need to pull for the clout. Apparel coming soon. CommenterNation, stand up. Commenter Universe, stand up. We've been different. When they didn't see it, we saw it. When we were like the Wright brothers building a plane to make airplanes, they didn't see it. But that's okay. Tell them to keep not looking. That's what we need. We need the people to not see it. Because the more people that don't see it are the people that are getting ran over instead of ran with when we take flight. Are you kidding me? My team is strong. My team is strong. And I'm not done with the authority around me. I'm not done. Guys, this is the quiet before the storm for you. Don't you get that? You guys, you're probably there jamming like, oh, look at him, look at him. Good. Keep looking. Keep watching. Your time is about to come. I am revving up. The more info I stack, the harder I'm gonna rock you. I mean, I'm gonna rock you guys. You guys are gonna be like, ah, like you guys are gonna get rocked. Every day is gonna be Halloween for you. You're gonna be scared, running like, no. Yo, oh man, we weren't here just playing around with it. I could tell you that. But understand this. You could spray paint signs with racist, derogatory terms, but this this KOONS is about to take flight on you. And then you gonna want to beat yourself with the sign like, no! All rights reserved.